I'm Amy Stake.
And I'm Elevator.
Our top story tonight, the DOF has officially decided that having two arms is a luxury the modern budget can no longer afford. Starting July 2026, the traditional two-handed push-up is being phased out in favor of the single-act combat extension, known as the kickstand.
Thanks, Amy. I'm here at Fort Triple T, where soldiers are reacting to the news. The new requirement, which leaked via Totally Authentic memo on Reddit, mandates that all service members must now complete 40 one-handed push-ups while simultaneously using their free hand to fill out re-enlistment waivers or scroll through military memes.
Voiceless troops, back to Ella.
I thought hand release push-ups were bad, says Sergeant Biff Biceps. Now I have to balance my entire body weight on my left thumb while I'm busy signing waivers. It's not fitness, it's a circus act.
Officials claim this change is the part of Be All You Can Be initiative. The critics suggest it's actually a cost-cutting measure to save money on gloves. For those who can't meet the standard, the Pentagon suggests switching to the Space Force, where push-ups are apparently performed in zero-G, while thinking very hard about stars. Truly inspiring or just another way to get us all shaking like a leaf in a front-leaning rest position. Back to you, Linda, with the weather, which I assume is also one-handed.
Good evening, folks. I'm Linda Wigglebottoms, your local weather girl. Thursday has a high of 84, low of 63. Friday has a high of 91, low of 64. Saturday has a not so high of 66 and a low of 55. Thanks for listening. And remember, sun's out, fun's out. To Phil Davis.
Hi, I'm your host, Phil Davis, back with the latest news. A music festival, more commonly known as Coachella, has finally started its annual party event. From Friday, April 10th to Sunday, April 19th, this party will have special singers including Sabrina Carpenter, Justin Bieber, and Karol G, who will perform live. Hearing the celebrity Justin Bieber will be performing live has had social medias like TikTok and Instagram becoming filled with people's emotions. Whether they are happy or not, they have shared their feelings. Since Justin Bieber hasn't performed live since 2022, his appearance in Coachella has many people shocked. Not knowing his appearance in the event has many people regretting they didn't attend. Speaking of parties, last Saturday, Sanderson High School hosted its prom night. The night was magical and filled with pure imagination. With the Willy Wonka theme, the party had you feeling amazed to be there. Due to an hour-long delay from rainy weather, the prom ended later than normally, but will be remembered for years. Pictures of the night can be found on the 2025 to 2026 drive that Ms. Roberts has shared with every student. From the people in the party itself, the night was worth the time it took. Our prom king and queen are Trevin Houston and Jalen Mendoza. We would like to thank everyone who made the night of pure imagination possible. Thanks for watching. This is all we have for you today, and off to sing Scott Dinglehopper and Bolivia Buttsicle. Hopefully they can give us some pure imagination.
Welcome to Triple STV. I'm Scott Dinglehopper. We begin tonight with a developing health situation at Sanderson Middle School. What started as a normal 8th grade science lab ended in a full-scale classroom quarantine. Bolivia Buttsicle is live on the scene. Bolivia, this wasn't a prank, was it?
Not at all, Scott. This was a case of sheer 13-year-old determination. The contaminated subject is a young man named Jose Cota. According to his classmates, Jose arrived at school today looking, frankly, like he'd been hit by a truck.
If he was that ill, why was he in the building?
That is the question of the hour. Apparently, Jose had a perfect attendance record since kindergarten and refused to let a little cold break the streak. He reportedly sat in the front row with a bright red, streaming eyes, a nose that was completely blocked, and a cough that echoed through the hallways.
And how did this affect the rest of the students?
It was a perfect storm, Scott. The classroom's HVAC system was broken, so the teacher turned on several high-powered floor fans to circulate the air. Jose, feeling feverish, sat directly in front of the largest one. Every time he let out one of those heavy, rattling coughs, the fans acted like a biological distribution center.
So he effectively misted the entire room?
Precisely. Within 2 periods, the students behind him started complaining of the mist. By lunch, half the class was rubbing their eyes and reaching for tissues. The school nurse described the scene as a domino effect of sickness.
Is the school taking any drastic measures?
The 8th grade wing has been evacuated for a deep disinfectant fogging. As for Jose, his perfect attendance streak is officially over. His mother had tried to physically carry him out of the building while he was still trying to hand in his homework.
Dedication has its limits, it seems. Thanks, Bolivia Buttsicle. Now please welcome Shorty McGee.
Good morning. My name is
Shorty McGee.
from SSSTV. Gwen thought she was tall at first, but then she stayed the same for the longest time. I would always tell her she's been small. She thought I was lying to her. And every time I would stand by her, she was so small, like everyone is taller than her. But she still thought she was tall after I told her she is small. She still is my friend. Every time I see her, I always think, would she ever grow? Or no. I always hope not, so I can be taller than her, even though I am. Because I'm like 6'7" feet tall. Later, guys.
Hi, my name is Paige Stanner, and I'm here with
Pat Morgan.
our topic story tonight, Panic in the Lunchroom. A local middle school was rocked today by the pink pollard tree.
It was like a sunset, but with salmonella.
Earlier today, a 7th grader Tyler Mather bit into a standard chicken nugget, only to find a scent of neon pink. It could be seen from space.
I spoke to the school cook, who insisted the color was simply flavored blush. But, Derek, I've seen Barbie movies with less pink than that chicken nugget.
We sent our team to investigate the cafeteria. They described the texture as rubber. When they dropped the chicken nugget, respondingly bounced 3 feet.
Look at the image, folks. Is it medium rare? Is it raw? Or is it a scientist's life form trying to communicate through the medium of breeded protein?
The school board had issued a statement claiming the chicken nugget is fully cooked and a result of atmospheric lunch lighting.
Atmospheric. Derek, the tater tots were literally backing away from it. One kid tried to use it as an eraser, and it worked.
For now, students are advised to stick to the mystery meat. At least we know that is brown usually.
Stay safe out there, and if your dinner glows, run.
Good morning, I'm Chuck Norris with SSSTV. Today's story we have, at exactly 4'0", Madison often felt like she was living in a world built for giants. Being short meant she was frequently mistaken as a child. Misunderstanding she found mortifying. However, Madison had a secret weapon. She was the best baker in town. While others focused on her size, Madison focused on her skills. One rainy afternoon, the town's popular cafe owner, Mr. Henderson, was in bind. His head baker was sick, and a massive order for the mayor's party was due. Standing on her tippy toes at the counter, Madison, then 19, politely offered to help. Mr. Henderson looked skeptical, glancing down at her soft features and short stature. "I need someone who can handle the heat, kid," he mumbled. Madison didn't get offended. Instead, she asked for an apron and took over the piping bag and decorated a dozen cupcakes in under 5 minutes with delicate, perfect buttercream roses. Mr. Henderson's eyes went wide. The cupcakes were superior in his usual stock. By the end of the day, the order was finished and the cafe smelled heavenly. Madison didn't need to be taught to reach the top shelf. She pulled over a step stool with a laugh. She realized that the world didn't need her long-legged or thin to take up space. Her talent, laughter, and confident heart took up all the space she needed. She left the cafe that night not feeling small but absolutely large. Bye-bye. And that's all we have for you today. Thanks for watching.
SSSTV!